Welcome to the South Ops Fire Weather Webcast for Wednesday, September 17th. I'm your host, Kristen Stewart. It's a cloudy morning across far southern California today, as the remnants of Tropical Storm Mario that are inching northwards offshore are bringing in a large shield of mid and high-level clouds. These clouds have yet to move into central California, but increased moisture and instability has already brought some convective clouds to some coastal regions. As the day progresses, this large cloud shield will continue to make its way northward, and most of our areas will be partly to mostly cloudy with increasing chances of shower and thunderstorm activity. The incoming remnants of Mario will bring a lot of tropical moisture to the region over the next few days, which in turn will increase humidity and bring in widespread shower and thunderstorm chances. There remains uncertainty as to its exact track and position and how quickly it may dissipate, but model projections indicate this system will likely continue to move northward parallel to the California coastline over the next couple days, then move inland late this week into the weekend. The sheer amount of moisture and instability associated with this system will bring unsettled weather to the region through Friday before things settle back down this weekend. Showers and thunderstorms will move northward into portions of Southern California later today through Thursday afternoon, but the bulk of the activity will remain offshore. Scattered shower activity will then move into Central California Thursday through early Friday as the system moves northward and closer to the coast, then will taper off Friday evening. You can see from this model forecast that precipitation will not be uniform and some areas will receive more rainfall than others due to the activity being more convective in nature. There continues to remain uncertainty with respect to how much rain will occur during this period, since these systems are typically very difficult to forecast. However, forecast projections are coming into better agreement with respect to rainfall totals and are trending towards an outcome of moderate overall amounts. It is important to recognize that totals will not be uniform over the area, but rather more variable in nature. This graphic shows average totals broad-brushed over the region, so be aware that the final totals map will likely not be this smooth. In general, most foothill and mountain locations will receive at least a half an inch to an inch of rainfall, with locally much higher amounts of 2 to 4 inches. It is too difficult to determine where exactly these heavier totals will be, but they will most likely be focused across the Southern California coastal slopes. Flatter coast and valley locations will also see wetting rains, but with amounts mostly under half an inch, though they could trend higher. Most desert areas also look to receive wetting rains, and in many cases, likely significant rain. In terms of flash flooding potential, it looks like rainfall rates will be gradual enough in most cases to limit that risk. But it's definitely not a zero risk, and with such a moist tropical air mass, I would expect there to be some areas of higher rain rates over half an inch per hour, with potential for flash flooding and debris flows, though it is hard to know where that may occur. Despite the uncertainty regarding precipitation, there is much higher confidence in humidity significantly increasing across the region. Humidity will begin to increase across the region today as the remnants of Mario continue their approach, with minimums around 15 to 30% for most areas away from the coastline and the deserts. Humidity is expected to increase further on Thursday with the incoming tropical air mass. This elevated humidity will likely stick around through the weekend. The multiple days of high humidity alongside accompanying rainfall should significantly limit short-term growth potential on most or all new fire ignitions. Alongside higher humidity will also be cooler temperatures late this week. For today, temperatures will remain quite warm with very little change over yesterday, with highs across the valleys in the mid-90s to around 100, except a little cooler over SoCal. Significant cooling is expected region-wide on Thursday, then a few more degrees of cooling is expected on Friday. Highs will fall into the 60s and 70s across the mountains and 80s in the valleys. Even though afternoon highs will become cooler, the increased moisture will continue to keep overnight lows elevated. By this weekend and into early next week, the forecast is somewhat uncertain as weak high pressure looks to return, but a low pressure area looks to sit offshore and forecast projections are not in good agreement with their evolution. For now, a drying trend looks likely with seasonable weather returning into early next week. When it comes to fire potential, abundant lightning may bring numerous new ignitions later today into early Thursday, along the leading edge of the moisture, since the lower atmosphere will remain on the drier side. The atmosphere will likely moisten up quickly as we go later into Thursday, so short-term growth potential will be significantly limited on any new starts. With the widespread precipitation expected, Both dead and live fuel moistures will significantly increase over the coming days, which should be at least a fire season slowing event for the entire region, and fire potential will be greatly reduced. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. Our next webcast will be on Thursday, September 18th. Have a fantastic day.